The Uganda Manufacturers Association board members and senior technocrats, led by their national chairman, Amos Nzeyi, have appeared before the Trade Committee of Parliament to make bailout justifications of members of the association that are financially stressed. Speaking before the committee, Nzeyi denied the authenticity of a list of 68 companies that were published. Some companies of members of the association in their need of the government bailout.
Came up to Uganda Manufacturers as a surprise. We first learned it from newspapers, but we had not sat down to even see who was to be bailed out. Even up to this moment, I don't think we have the list of those, a real genuine list of those who are to be bailed out.
Against this denial, Nzeyi confessed to the committee that the association is in advanced stages of putting a genuine list of its financial stressed members.
We're going to come up with a list of genuine people that have to be supported in bailout. But otherwise, the way it was handled, it was not handled very well. People jumped on it, even those in a disco, nightclubs. You know, it became a joke when we are very, very serious. So bailout has to be looked into very, very serious and scrutinized to the extent that if someone is to be considered, at least he's providing some jobs, some employment.
The problems affecting the economy of Uganda are much more bigger than actually the bailout. So what we did was to sit down and evoke a comprehensive proposal. We have shared this with the Right Honourable Prime Minister of Uganda, and we're thinking that as government, you will pick it up, and we see what we can do in a more holistic manner.
Inside sources have often pointed to a fact that owners of the companies asking for a government bailout in the just concluded presidential polls heavily bankrolled the ruling NRM presidential candidate, incumbent President Museveni. However, speaking before the press, Nzeyi denied personally having funded President Museveni's campaigns.
Not true. That's not true at all, because I have been in support of this government from day one, but I have never gone for any money from State House or from President Museveni. I can never. I'm a businessman. I have to, I have integrity. Yeah? This is tax money's money. You cannot go and just start enjoying it because you are a supporter of the government. You are not then. You don't even qualify to be a business person.
While he denies having funded the regime in power, Nzeyi says the association members who will benefit from the endorsed bailout list from WUMA will only be those who have watertight internal financial management systems.
That's a concern for us also, as the manufacturers and as business people and people with integrity. It is our concern that some people don't really qualify because of mismanagement of their assets, of their properties, of their industries. So we want to, that's why I'm using a sieving. We want to see that the list it comes out proper tested to pass for bailout. It must be employing people. It must be paying taxes. It should even show records how they have been paying taxes, revenues to the government. Then in turn, they can be considered. But if you have never paid tax, you have no employees, you have not employed, you are just one man or family business, then that I don't support. That should be considered and bailout.
Nzeyi revealed that the list that appeared in the media detailing 68 companies alleged to have applied for a bailout was a total disgrace to the association and abuse of the ideology of bailouts.
Came embarrassment for some investors, such that they had to deny that they were, they needed bailout. And also, some people didn't even understand it, the bailout mechanism, the way it should be done, the way, it was going to happen. It's not free money. It's money which you must provide security, which you must part with shares, which you have to relinquish the management, authority and powers. You must get somebody assigned on your board as a chairman. You must have some management attached to your company. So it's a process. It has to be done properly.
The prayer of the Uganda Manufacturers Association here is that Parliament accepts their justifications for a government bailout of financially stressed members of the association.
The presentation was appreciated, and we have hopes that our manufacturers who are suffering, who have got that stress, they will overcome them if the government can find a fund to bail them out. Not free money, money which are lent to them, maybe in the form of shares, these companies parting with some shares, or providing security to make sure that the money that they are borrowing is secured. And this will be borrowing, not even money as some people think that they can just get money for free money. It excited the public, and we are sorry about that.
Whereas WUMA is demanding for a bailout, there is no policy in place to expedite the bailout in question, and a government financial institution to implement and oversee the bailout success story is also in question.
Yes, it is very good. But how long is it going to take to restructure UDB to be able to handle that business? Because UDB as it is a small bank. The size of UDB, I don't believe they can handle such an amount of money that is being talked about.
However, if Parliament approves the bailout, this will not be the first time that the Uganda government has bailed out Ugandan companies.
In the 70s, yes, there was a bailout by Uganda Development Bank. Because Uganda Development Bank, I remember when it was established, it was in 1972, under Amin regime. And some industries were, again, having issues. And when it was established, it definitely financed many Ugandans.
We are meant to understand that genuine companies to be produced by WUMA are demanding a lot of money from government in billions of shillings. The debt in question was incurred as a result of outstanding supplies to government agencies.
We have, as WUMA, been supplying government. But our disappointment is that when it comes to payments to be made to local suppliers, we always come last. And I can tell you that we have got payments outstanding for 2 financial years. Now, in an environment where capital is 25%, certainly you can never be in a business that makes sense, which can have an internal rate of return beyond 25% and then you delay it. So what are we saying? Yes, we are excited when government committed that they will be paying in the first quarter. But the reality on ground, as my chairman alluded to, is that we have not seen this money. And today, we are at 18th of August. We are wondering when actually the first quarter begins. Because as far as we are concerned, the first quarter ought to have started on 1st of July.
Timothy Sibasi, this Television Parliament.